The concern is that India could set a dangerous precedent, putting its own envoys at risk. Italy is already in India's bad books after it was discovered that Indian officials may have been bribed to award a contract for 12 helicopters to an Italian firm.
Football fans around the world.
Welcome back. The 8 teams remaining in the European Champions League found out who they will be playing in the quarterfinals. CNN's Pedro Pinto has more on Friday's draw as well as the racist chants directed towards Tottenham forward Emmanuel Adebayor, whose last-minute goal sent the London club into the UEFA last 8.
The winners and the losers of Friday's draw in Switzerland. Let's run you through all of the matches, and I'm going to start with the one I'm looking most forward to, and that is Bayern versus Juventus. This match should be a clash of titans, both teams playing quite well in the Champions League so far. Juve have yet to lose a single game in Europe this season. Bayern really strolling in the Bundesliga, so they're in great domestic form. What about Paris Saint-Germain versus Barcelona? Zlatan Ibrahimovic facing his former team, Barca. David Beckham also there, of course, high-profile player. Barcelona are the favorites to go through, aren't they? And the same thing could be said about Real Madrid when they faced Galatasaray. Galatasaray making the final 8 of the competition for the first time in over a decade, and Real Madrid are the favorites there. And he'll come up against former players Didier Drogba, who we had at Chelsea, and Wesley Sneijder, we had at Inter Milan. Last but not least, Borussia Dortmund, a lot of people's dark horses to win the title. They're up against Malaga, who have made this phase of the competition for the first time ever. It's actually their first ever participation in the Champions League. So plenty of excitement and drama to look forward to later this year when the quarterfinals take center stage. As you probably know, and you've just seen, there are no English teams left in the Champions League, but there are 3 in the Europa League. Tottenham advanced to the quarterfinals after a dramatic tie against Inter Milan, but afterwards, it wasn't so much the result people were talking about, it was charges of racism. Spurs coach André Villas-Boas said striker Emmanuel Adebayor was subjected to monkey chants from Inter fans throughout the game. Tottenham lost the game 4-1, but Emmanuel Adebayor still scored the crucial away goal that sent Spurs through on aggregate on away goals. There were also claims on the night that Inter fans waved inflatable bananas at the Togo International. Well, if there were any questions about Rafael Nadal's knee and how it's recovering from surgery, a lot of them were answered on Thursday in California as the Spanish star beat Roger Federer in their first meeting in a year. Nadal missed 7 months on the ATP Tour as he dealt with a serious knee injury, but he seems to be getting close to his best. He was in great form in the quarterfinals of the Indian Wells tournament as he secured a straight sets win. Federer seemed to be affected by a little bit of a back injury on the night. Rafa improved his overall record against his longtime rival to 19-10. He won comfortably, 6-4, 6-2.
This is a very important victory for me, coming back in a hardcore tournament and being in semifinals is just amazing. Very, very happy for everything. I don't know if Roger felt that he's 100% tonight, but if not, sorry for him. I wish him a good recovery and quick.
We now join the Central Forecast Office for the weather report.
The source assures us of a continuous flow, and from there, everything follows. And for those of us who know what the River Gambia stands for, understanding its sustainability in all aspects of life is easily confirmed. The River Gambia provides nutritious delicacies as food, while it provides its wildlife a balanced ecosystem. This river, as a sanctuary, is committed to its inhabitants' needs without ceasing. And as you travel along, all these values are replicated in one company, Elton. Just like the River Gambia, leads in its commitment to values that matter most. Elton, championing the vision for a new generation.
Good evening, viewers. Welcome to the weather segment. We begin with the summary. We experience a warm and sunny atmosphere across the country, and for the forecast tonight, we'll be expecting a cool and variably cloudy conditions to prevail over the entire country, whilst during the early hours tomorrow, we'll be expecting a cool and partly cloudy conditions to prevail, becoming warm particularly in the afternoon. Light to moderate northeasterly breeze will dominate the flow over the entire country, which will be about 10 to 20 kilometers per hour. Morning temperatures will vary between 16 and 21 degrees Celsius, whilst afternoon temperatures will vary between 31 and 38 degrees Celsius. For those going to sea, we'll be expecting a low tide of 0.3 meters at 6:26 a.m. and also 0.4 meters at 6:45 p.m. For the high tide, we'll be expecting 1.6 meters at 12:28 a.m. and also 1.6 meters at 12:52 p.m. The sun will rise at 7:13 and will set at 19:17. Thanks for watching. Until I come your way next time, do have a wonderful evening.
And before we go, a reminder of our headlines. Independent candidates vying for seats in the local government elections Friday appeared before IEC officials for the endorsement of their candidature. The people of Tampoto and surrounding villages in the West Coast region received free medical care courtesy of the Libyan clinic in the Gambia. Supporters of Karim Wade have stormed the entrance of a court in Dakar as state prosecutors in Senegal once again question the son of the former president for alleged embezzlement of funds and fraud. And an attack on Baghdad's justice ministry by unknown assailants has left some 18 people dead. That's it for the news. Thanks for watching, and join us at 10 for another bulletin.
والجوع ونقص من الأموال والأنفس والثمرات وبشر الصابرين الذين إذا أصابتهم مصيبة قالوا إنا لله وإنا إليه